Okay, whenever you started, we're good. What was that? Okay. Tyler.
Alison Mora.
It's such a while. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing really good, you know.
Great.
Berklee's good, right?
Yeah, it's
having a good time.
Love it here.
Oh my gosh, it's been a really long time, you know.
Yeah, right.
Can't wait to actually start this interview with you.
Nice.
Okay, so today I'm gonna do a challenge with Tyler Harmon's right here, a phenomenal musician at Berklee College of Music. So this is what we're gonna do. So we're gonna ask Tyler Harmon questions, such as, you know, what do you feel about Berklee? What do you improve in Berklee? Something like that kind of question, right? And then Tyler is gonna answer the question with his guitar. And then like a little lick, like whatever he's playing and stuff, right?
Okay.
He's gonna answer with his mouth after he plays the guitar, and to just explain why he played the lick, why he played the melody and thing, you know?
Okay.
So if you guys ready, let's start into it. All right, so Tyler, it's been a while first of all, and second, I wanna ask you a really interesting question, is that what is the differences between Berklee and other interesting music colleges?
So you want me to answer this with my guitar first?
That's what it is. It's pretty abstract, but this is the
Okay.
point.
Okay, so it's like.
That sounds nice. Pretty melodious to me.
Yeah.
Explain.
So basically, one of the big differences between Berklee and kind of other music schools is, I mean, one of the first things that comes to mind right away is the really big international population that we have here.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think it's about 40% of the school comes from overseas or from various countries all over the world. I mean, so my good friends are from Latin America or from a lot of European countries or from India or, you know, Asian countries. India is an Asian country, but you know, more. Anyways,
Diverse.
Yeah, exactly. The school, I mean, it's extremely diverse. So, I mean, that's one of the things right away. But then the other thing is also like all the professors here are like just absolutely world class, and I'm sure that they are at other schools here too. But like Berklee, it's always kind of at the forefront of everything new that comes into the music industry. Like they were the first ever music school to have a guitar principal, or you know, you can go and study guitar there.
Mm-hmm.
They have like new instruments now that they've introduced, like it's called an EDI, like an electronic digital instrument, which is a whole like looping setup with like synthesizers and drum loop tracks and everything.
Interesting.
Yeah, they have like new majors coming out, like IRP, which is International Recording and Production. I mean, sorry, not international. It's what is it?
Independent recording.
Independent, yes. We'll cut that out. So they have new majors like independent recording and production, where it's like basically teaching you how to create a studio setup in your house or in your bedroom or for somebody else in their own house.
Seriously?
Yes, that you could do all this recording on your own instead of having to go to a new studio, which is kind of almost where it seems like the music industry is going.
That saves a lot of money and time too. You know?
Yeah, seriously.
Imagine that, you know?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and you could just wake up and record in your bedroom and then go to bed.
So how do you relate it to the one you just played, the lick, and
So-
to like the, you know, the
So that kind of reminds me of a lot of the relationships that I have with the people here and with the professors and with the, you know, my various classmates and colleagues here. Just it's, I don't know, it's a nice peaceful thing. It seems like, I don't know, I mean I've been learning a lot, I've improved a lot, and it's been really nothing but progress here. A little bit of stress here and there, but you know, you kind of need stress to improve. So
Definitely. This is a really good environment to improve yourself, basically.
Yeah.
But this is a really interesting question too, because it may be really tricky for you, but I think you got it. So this is what we're gonna do. So before you went to Berklee, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know you played guitar, and you're actually pretty good. You know, like really good guitar player even before you came to Berklee. But I want you to show to the people how much you improved after you came to Berklee.
cool. Okay, so do you want me to play first and then?
You want to explain first, or you want to play first?
Let's play first.
All right.
So that was one of my favorite pieces. That's Tommy Emmanuel's arrangement of Classical Gas, which is a song written by Mason Williams, or at least like a little snippet of it. Basically, before I came to school here, I had no idea how to do any finger picking kind of stuff, and that's one of the things that I've been studying. I mean, you know me well. You know, I had just kind of discovered finger picking just like probably 2 months before I came to school here, and actually started practicing it then. But since I've come here, I've just my knowledge has just expanded like tenfold at least, and my ability to practice and play and to do all of these like all these really cool trips, kind of like this.
This is beautiful.
Yeah, right? Maybe I should have played that instead. But yeah, those are like these things called artificial harmonics, waterfall harmonics.
So basically, the technique is like on your right hand or both of the left and right.
Both. It has more to do with the right though. So it all kind of revolves around. Okay, so you know how you can get like these harmonics on different parts of the guitar. Well, you can also fret and pluck the harmonic all with one hand, right? But then if you put your finger on the first fret, for example, that harmonic moves up to the 13th fret, or on the second fret it moves up to the 14th, right? So you can outline chords that way.
Interesting. This is like the violin, the pizzicato thing.
Yeah, it's very similar. It has a similar kind of sound. And then what that technique does is it alternates between doing a harmonic and plucking a note.
Sounds like water.
Speed it up. Yeah, right.
Oh,
you speed it up,
a
it'll
little
sound like this.
minor.
You can get like that kind of thing. So yeah, that's something else that I had learned here. I can actually like, it's so crazy because I can sit down with some of the best minds and brightest minds in the world who specialize in doing that kind of stuff. Like my teacher this semester like toured with Tommy Emmanuel, like he toured with my idol, so he knows how to do all this stuff and knows the guy personally. So he's been teaching me all of these, like all of these like really awesome like harmonics, like all of those kind of things.
This is beautiful.
Yeah, so it's like I just get to learn how to do all that kind of stuff here, which is like I don't know anywhere else in the world where I'd be able to study that kind of stuff in such great detail and with so many people who are proficient at it.
That's what Berklee is known for. You know?
Yeah.
The best music college in the world. It is.
It's crazy.
I mean, you kind of shocked me to be honest, because you actually really improved a lot.
Thank you.
They were like, last time I saw you, this is like huge progress.
Yeah, thank you.
Good job, Harmon.
Appreciate it.
So this question is really interesting. Is that related to your future? What do you think your future will look like? You know.
Just
explain.
Great. I don't know, bright. I have pretty high hopes for it. I don't know what exactly it's going to look like. I have a rough idea of what I want to do, but no specific plan of how to get there quite yet. I can tell you the things that I'm doing now to help me get there, but I can't see what I'm going to be doing.
Music education, right?
Yeah, kind of. So, well, basically, my eventual end goal would be to teach here at Berklee, but that's a long way out.
For sure.
But in the meantime, like, I mean, I love teaching private lessons and I love performing. So, like the things that I'm doing at school to prep for that kind of future, like I know I'm going to be going into this major called pro music, which is kind of like, it's really cool actually. It's, people call it like the Build-A-Bear major. You can kind of just take little bits and pieces from every other major and combine it into whatever you want. So I'm going to basically take some from performance and some from music education. And then they also have one specific to pro music, a minor called private studio teaching, which is specifically one-on-one lessons to teach with somebody else. So that's what I'm going to be doing here and studying at school, kind of like those kind of things. And my career is just going to be some weird amalgamation of all of those put together. You know, I mean, I play gigs now and I have a camera job and I teach 2 students privately right now and I've been loving it to death. So like, I can just see myself doing this forever.
Oh my gosh.
That's what I'm prepping for.
You love what you're doing. That's the key.
Yeah.
You know, that's the most important thing.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Also, I feel like, do you think every student in Berklee at least have a fairly clear thought of their future, at least, you know, where they just...
Actually, yeah. That's one really cool thing about this school is that almost everybody comes here with a specific vision and something that they want to do, and you know, they know how to get there, or if they don't know how to get there, they come here to figure out how to get there. But I mean, everybody here is extremely driven and passionate about what they do. Like, there's no other way to end up at this place.
Do you think they have like huge ambitions, such as to be like the next John Mayer, or such as to be the next like the best music director or something? You know?
I mean, I feel like everybody wants to be the best version of themselves here. I think that's pretty abundant. I think that some people kind of chase the ephemeral dream of celebrity and everything, but I feel like that's kind of a shallow way to go about having a career in music. Most of the people who come here and are actually going to succeed aren't looking to be the next big thing. They're just looking to have, to take words from my past music teacher, to have gainful employment doing something that they love, which means that they just want to be able to play music and find a way to make a living doing that. And it doesn't matter how famous they get. They can be a small local musician, but if they still make their money playing music, then they've succeeded. And I feel like most people here look at it that way. Not everybody, but I feel like that's how most people look at it.
That's so good, because I mean, you're exactly right. It's same with like every area and field you're talking about right here. You don't, because if you keep thinking about money, if you're a businessman or entrepreneur, right, money is not the first thing you're looking at. It's your service, it's your job, it's what you love. It's the thing you give to the people. Which come to the money next. And so I felt like as a young musician yourself, if you can realize this at an early stage, that's a great achievement.
Yeah, I had the pleasure of having an interview with the vice president of the school. Not an interview, just we sat down and talked for a little while. And I remember one thing he told me that stuck with me was that, I mean, he came from a very humble place and now is the vice president of Berklee. So he's made, to put it lightly, gigantic strides in his life. I remember one thing that he told me is that it has never hurt him in his entire life to just help somebody through music. And every time he's done that, his status in life has increased, his wealth has increased, his happiness has increased. He's like, just helping people through music is like, it's the best thing that you could do, not only for others, but for yourself as well. So that's one thing that really stuck with me.
I mean, apparently that you made a huge progress on everything, after you came to Berklee College of Music. My bad. Clark is my college, by the way, so that's why I mentioned it. But that was a huge progress, I have to admit, that thing, because no matter your mental kind of thinking and your skills and thing improve tremendously.
Thank you.
Seriously. And to me, to be honest, as your friend, I felt like you got a really successful career in the future if you just keep thinking in your way right now. Be positive and stuff. And let me do the last question, and this is going to be the most interesting question ever you can see in an interview, because this is a music interview. Let's jam together. I'm gonna freestyle. You give me a chord progression, and we end up.
Okay, bet. Just like in high school. Yeah. All right, cool. Hit them with the. Oh, you remember the one that we wrote with what was it? The one song that we played at all school meetings. The like.
The music and math.
Yeah, that one. Like, music and math are the same. You can never inside of your brain. Music and math are the same. When you can never inside of your brain. I don't know. I don't like my math right now. I'm in the college. I can never do the math paper. I hate math too much. I never think about it. I love my thing. Wanna be a businessman. Alright, let's do the thing. We keep it rocking like this. Never thinking about you. Never thinking about math. Let's go. Piano and guitar and sing like this. Alright, music and math are the same. When you connect them inside of your brain. Music and math are the same. When you connect them inside of your brain.
Yo!
Awesome.
Thank you very much for watching this interview. If you like the channel, subscribe it. Appreciate it. Thank you, Tyler Harmon, again. Appreciate it. Boom.
Cool.
All right.